All right, just a real quick. Um, it's like 12 p.m. Eastern on a Thursday. Not a normal time to prep, but working on extra life stuff. I forgot I had an appointment at 12:30, and I got caught up doing stuff around the house. So I meant to start at 11:30 and go 11:30 to 12:30, but um, we're going to get a little bit of prep in for Tomb of Decimation, and we're going to basically outline what it is we want to do. What are the major beats that we're going to try to hit? And then after the appointment, I'll jump back on, and we'll go another hour or so of prep, and then we'll just kind of see where it goes from there. This is not until Sunday night, so it's definitely something I can kind of peck away at. I'm going to be playing 7 hours of World of Warcraft D&D, so I might be able to like poke at it in the background while I'm working on other stuff. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. The dungeon itself is already built, and it has lights and it has walls and all that good stuff. So here are those kobolds. This is from Trash Mob Minis. Anybody that donates, I think it's $20 or more to the campaign during Extra Life is going to get a package that has all of the minis that we used from the adventure, as well as the original PDF files that have these cute little minis. You can print them out, and they're like origami. You like make them into like paper, like 3D paper minis that you use when you're playing on tabletop. But they're just about the cutest kobolds on the internet. So I was really happy that Trash Mob let us use them for this adventure. And then, of course, we've got the tomb itself. So let's go check it out. The Tomb of Decimation main map. Now, this was built using a tile set called the Dwarven Corridors, I think. And so each of these hallways has been meticulously hand placed by me in Photoshop. And then we've made it the background of the scene so that we could use Hey Wait a little bit easier to sort of signal all the crazy stuff that was going to go down during this adventure. You see some Hey Waits right here. You see that there's all kinds of stuff going on right here. Not 100% sure what MR row 1, MR row 2 means. I might have to hang out with Dom, because Dom and Orpheus are helping sort of populate this place. So we kicked around a lot of ideas about what we wanted to do and what we wanted to see inside this dungeon. So, yeah. Let me open up the document here that talks about it. Hold on. Is it this one? Yeah. All right, so the Tomb of Decimation, a kobold story. Thalia Stone Marrow, dwarven artificer lich, ruled over a great flying fortress built into an inverted mountaintop. Her fortress and her plans for world domination were destroyed by champions of light and life, etc. Its mistress slain and defenses disabled, the great flying fortress crashed into the desert sands and sunk beneath them. Centuries have passed, and the fortress, as well as the lich, are all but forgotten, buried deep beneath those burning sands. Buried, that is, until today. A massive tribe of kobolds has been recently displaced from their ancestral home by a brown dragon of considerable age and power. It happens. After weeks of wandering, tunneling, exploring, and wandering some more, they have discovered this old abandoned fortress. And it will be theirs. The tribe's leaders see this as a golden opportunity, culling the population of hungry, complaining mouths, while also securing a literal fortress as their new ancestral lair. The tribe's leaders have decided to take the fortress at any cost. And I mean any cost. So, basically, it's endless kobolds. I had it set up that there would be 3 tiers of kobolds. So there'd be the basic bitch kobold that you are familiar with in the monster manual. And then there would be the elite kobolds, which would be swolebolds, worm priests, dragon shields, drake wardens, things like that. And then there would be the Paragon kobolds, which would be actual player characters that people made on like D&D Beyond. They're all kobolds, and they each go into their own like separate list. So when you start the campaign or the adventure, you start as a regular kobold, and during play, there will be opportunities to level your kobold up. So if you're familiar with the old school shmups, side-scrolling shoot 'em up games, like Contra, Gladius, things like that, top-down shmups as well with helicopters and jets and all that. You'll get power-ups that drop off of enemies, and then they'll add stuff to your ship. But then when you die, you go back to your basic bitch ship. It's the same kind of idea. So as you're playing through the game and creatures die, they'll leave behind things. And the things that they leave behind will sometimes include a power-up that will turn you into an elite. And then if you're an elite, it will turn you into a paragon. Now, obviously, nobody wants to wait around for that to happen, so they'll be able to donate money to Extra Life to spawn these sorts of things automatically. And they'll also be able to like cheat their dice rolls and all the things that we normally do. Now we are going to have to do in a later stream today, I guess. We're going to have to figure that out. So the adventure is going to start here at the entrance. They're going to come in here, and there's going to be a big bottomless ravine. Now, living in the bottomless ravine is a lovely Tom Cardos Ankeg Queen. So this Ankeg Queen, we definitely going to need some stats for. So I'm going to open up a folder over here. And we got Kobold Story. And we're going to go ahead and start a new folder. Inside that folder. And we're going to call this Boss Monsters. Alright, and we're going to need an Ankeg Queen of notable size. So let me see if I need to turn on some compendiums here. I feel like I'm not getting all of the monsters that I would normally have. Let's see what's going on with that. Alright. I'll just turn everybody back on. Volo's Guide to Monsters, Van Richten's Guide to Monsters, Tomb of Horror, Tomb of Annihilation, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, Sword Coast Adventurers Guide, Strixhaven. Let's see. Yeah, give me all this stuff. Player's Handbook isn't even turned on. I turned everything off, I think, because I was using it to test 1D&D. Alright, Acquisitions Incorporated, turn it on, turn it on. Combat Carousel. Yeah, I guess technically we need that on. Let's see. Critical Role, Curse of Strahd. Probably don't need Curse of Strahd. Dead Day. Dragon Icefire Peak. DM's Guide. Rick and Morty. Fizzmans. Ghost of Saltmarsh. But where's, like, my compendiums that are, like, stuffed full of things? We turned off Custom Hotbar on purpose. Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. I'd say maps. Let's see. Magic items. Monsters. Okay. Tomb of Foes. Mythic Odyssey. Out of the Abyss. Player Resources Share Compendium. But where's my Share Compendium? And why was it not populating? Forge of Fury. Xanthos Guide. Okay. I think that covers all of those. So let's turn those on, I guess. That'll require it to reload. That's okay. Sucks. I completely forgot about the swimming. So yeah, I got 15 minutes, and I gotta go for like an hour. Also, listening to the Vagrant Story soundtrack. If you were unfamiliar with the game Vagrant Story, it's from the same people that made Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's sort of like a... I don't know how to describe it. Like a Diablo, Castlevania, Final Fantasy Tactics mashup. It's a very strange game. But the music was fantastic. And the game itself was pretty cool. It was a very challenging game, though. was very, very hard. Very, like, timing, skill-based thing. Almost like a predecessor to, like, a Souls game, if I'm being honest. There was a lot of, like, memorizing enemy patterns. Anyways, I'm off track. Alright, so let's go here and check the mods one more time. If we're turning on Carousel, that means we got to turn off Lancer. So let's turn off Lancer, and we'll save it out one more time. This is all stuff we needed to get done anyways, so it's all good. And at some point today, I've got to, like, post up the, I guess, the donation menus so that people can see what their donations are going to do and cause in the game. Alright, so let's go to Kobold Story again. Alright, I kind of want to turn off these, the grid a little bit, so let me adjust that. There we go. And I'm thinking that might look good when you're in close. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's see if we can find the Ankhead Queen now. It is totally not loading up all of our compendiums. Maybe it's just taking it a hot minute to get going. Alright, so now we've got 2 Ankhegs, but I know we have more Ankhegs than that. And I had an Ankheg in last year's game too, so hold on. I guess we don't want to get held up on this though, so I'll just put it in the checklist. Alright, so over here, we'll pad this document out. There we go. And let's see. Ankegs. Alright, so we're going to need, let's see. Alright, Queen, drones, soldiers. Grab from last year's file. Alright. So they're going to go beyond that into this main room, where there's going to be a Matrix Lobby shootout. So for this Matrix Lobby shootout, there are detached Tomb Guardians from the Tomb of Annihilation. Except these guys have automatic rifles. Okay. So we're going to call this Shootout Lobby. There we go. And in the Shootout Lobby, adjust shooters to have Necro-powered rifles. Okay. And would there still be traps in here? For sure. Add traps to lobby. Shooters know where traps are. Or are immune to traps. Maybe undead and constructs. Do not trigger them. Okay. So if we follow the go left rules, we would go left from here. And I guess we could number this as we go. That might help. Alright. So let's see. We'll go up and up. Get out of that Divinity game. We'll go down to UI assets and numbers. There we go. And we'll start dragging this stuff over. So I guess we'll set it at 150. Seems like a good size. So 1 is the entrance. There we go. 2 is the shootout lobby. Alright, so then we go 3. 3 should definitely have a terrible trap in it. Okay. So we'll do 1. Sucks. I wish I had more time to just like get into the flow and do it, but that's fine. We'll come back later this afternoon. Trap lobby. Hmm. Add cool trap. Okay, and then 4 is whatever's going on here. This is stairs. Stair intersection. Okay. And we're going to need traps there. Okay, if we continue just going left, we have this right here. Okay, and so this would be 5, and I don't know what to call this, narrow intersection. There we go. I think it's kind of implied that every area needs to have traps, so I'll probably just leave that part out. Then if they go left again, they get into 6 and 7, which is sort of an infinity stairs. So if you go left in this dungeon, you actually can't finish this dungeon. So we'll do 6 infinite stairs, 7 infinite stairs. Oh no. Okay. Then we go to 8. All right. And then 8 is lobby for crypt. And then in here, you need 3 MacGuffin keys to open the tomb. All right. Then we actually have the tomb itself. Right there. Okay, so this is Tomb of the Demi-Lich. Alright, so now, assuming we then double back, we would go to area 10, which is here. And it looks like I have green slime gelatinous cubes. That sounds good. So, area 10, green slime gelatinous cubes. So we'll just call these tight tubes. Alright. If we continued, we would make it to this wide lobby. And I guess that's what we'll call it. We'll call it wide lobby. Alright. Which wide lobby leads to treasure vault with spider dragon. Alright. Let's see. Treasure vault with spider dragon. Alright. And let's see. Then they would go down this passage. Let's see. Wow. So we would call this 12 winding halls. There we go. And if we continued left, we would end up at 13, which seems to be Gauntlet. Feels like going through this hallway is going to really suck. Then you get to 14. And we'll just put 14 right here. Nah, I guess 14 would go there. Alright, so 14 is door and lobby. Alright, 15 is whatever the hell is going on in there. So 15 is pillar room. Okay. So let's see. Continue to go left. We go to 16. Okay. 16 will be large hall. Okay. 17 is... Yeah, what's happening in 17? Trapped. Intersection. Not sure what's going on. I'll talk to Dom about it. Then we got 18. Oh, we should also mark the ones that have MacGuffins, too. So we'll do MacGuffin. Go. Excellent. And let's see, 18. 18 is the, I guess, small gauntlet. 19 is the feast hall, which needs to have MacGuffin. And then also, this is going to be Viking Dwarf Boss? Question mark? Maybe? Man, I'm going to need to make more numbers. This is wild. Alright. Oh. There we go. And then 20 is obviously going to be trapped as well. So, trapped hall. And that brings us back around. So if we go back to the room and we go left, but we already went that way, so we go left here. And then that takes us to the slime hallway. So then if we skip that and we go here, okay. So this will be area 21. And we'll call this Narrow Stairs. Okay. Which leads to 22. 22 will be Ancient Throne, which has a MacGuffin. Oh, only 2 minutes left. Wow. If we go out the back, we end up into 12, which is already labeled. So then that would go back into the hallway and lead to 23. There we go. All right. So 23 ends up being another gauntlet. All right. That leads us to 24, which is 24. Fire, spinner, intersection. That seems good. Then we can't go left. We can't go left. If we go left, we're at 16. So then we're back over here. So this would be 25. And we'll just call this 25 is Halls of Bone. And if we go left, we're already there. So then we get to area 26, which is right here. And we'll call this area 26 is Secret Stairs. And we know that this has a secret door, which is mostly a pointless secret door, but whatever. And I think that covers all the areas. And then we've got over here, if you go down this hole, you end up over here. So this would be 27. 27 will be secret lobby. No, we're out of time. What a shame. All right, Alexa, stop the timer. All right, I gotta head out for my appointment. Alexa, stop the timer. I'll be back in like an hour and change, and we'll do some more prepping. Just a little bit more prepping, maybe like another hour on stream. There's just been so much to do today, so it's quite a bit. So yeah, I'll come back in about an hour. We'll do one more hour of prep, and after that, I think I'll be back around 6 to do Curse of Strahd prep, and then we'll be running Witchlight. And that's going to be our Thursday. And then tomorrow starts 3 days of Extra Life. So pretty exciting. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. And I will see you next time.